Hashtag Trending this week is brought to you by the book Elissa, A Tale of Quantum Kisses. Pre-release of my new book will be available on Amazon and Kindle early this week, with the full release on Friday, December 13th. Yeah, I did it. I'll be posting more information through the week, and if you place a pre-release order and want an early review copy, contact me at editorial@technewsday.ca, or you can reach me at elissabook.com. AI is coming for so-called ghost engineers. XAI boosts the slumping value of X Twitter. Chinese scientists break storage density records using diamonds. And are AI PCs the next Windows 11? A recent article in AIM India talks about the rise of AI in software development and how it's threatening the roles of so-called ghost engineers, underperforming developers who contribute little while earning high salaries. The article claims that advanced AI tools such as GitHub Copilot and Claude's Sonnet are transforming the industry, increasing coding productivity, and also making inefficiency harder to hide. So who are these ghost engineers? According to some researchers like Yegor Denisovich Blanche, ghost engineers are described as those working at 0.1x efficiency of their peers, often doing minimal work, attending a few meetings, and submitting rare code updates. These roles may have been tolerated by companies when software engineering talent was at a total premium, with assumptions that 10 to 20% of the workforce might underperform. How prevalent was this trend? Well, as we should always be reminded, the plural of anecdote is not data. But there were anecdotal stories from industry watchers and leaders. Andrej Karpathy, OpenAI's co-founder, recounted ghost engineers openly laughing about their lack of work accountability, highlighting how prevalent the problem can be. But AI is leading to a huge cultural shift, increasingly capable of assessing output and identifying these inefficiencies. Bindu Reddy, CEO of Abacus AI, predicts that coding assistants will increase productivity by 50% in the next 6 months, up from the 15% that they add today. These tools are already automating repetitive tasks, leaving engineers to focus on higher-level system design and user experience, areas AI is also likely to master over time. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei believes that coding itself could become obsolete as AI handles 80% of the work. Skilled engineers will still be required to design systems and ensure quality, but the roles will evolve. Companies like Tesla, which streamlined its workforce after Musk's Twitter acquisition, demonstrate that apps and platforms can thrive with fewer engineers. Even those who argue AI won't eliminate roles outright agree it will make underperformance more visible. And of course, niche expertise will remain valuable even if engineers contribute fewer hours, as specialized knowledge often cannot be easily replaced. Others, like Francois Chalette, creator of Keras, still predict an increase in coding jobs, especially for those skilled in Python, even as most of the grunt work will shift to AI. Researching firm Gartner also anticipates that generative AI will create new engineering roles, with 80% of the workforce needing to upskill by 2027. Engineers who adapt to this shift by focusing on high-value tasks and upskilling may thrive in an industry where productivity is no longer optional. The investment firm Fidelity has increased the valuation of its shares in Elon Musk's X holdings by 32.37% for October, the largest monthly adjustment since Musk acquired the company in 2022 for $44 billion. But despite this uptick, Fidelity still values X at nearly 72% below the original purchase price. The increase in value may not come from X/Twitter, which has seen no improvement in its financial performance, but from Musk's AI-focused venture, XAI. XAI, which is training its large language model using X data, raised $6 billion in a Series B round earlier this year. Fidelity, who is a participant in that funding, marked up its XAI investment by 70% in October. So the increase in X Twitter may be from the equity stake in XAI. Fidelity doesn't disclose how it determines valuations for private firms, and similar tech firms like Meta and Snap did not see comparable gains during the same period. Researchers from China's University of Science and Technology, in a study published in Nature Photonics, have achieved a groundbreaking data storage density of 1.85 terabytes per cubic centimeter by encoding information in diamonds. This surpasses the storage capabilities of advanced hard drives and Blu-ray discs, which currently max out at about 1 terabyte per cubic centimeter. Diamonds apparently offer other advantages as well. There's durability. As a storage medium, diamonds can withstand extreme conditions, withstanding temperatures up to 200 degrees Celsius for more than 100 years, and they offer maintenance-free data preservation for millions of years. There's speed. Data can apparently be written in just 200 femtoseconds. Whatever a femtosecond is, I'm assuming it's a really small part of a second. Accuracy? They can achieve high-speed readout at 99% fidelity. Now, for those like me who wonder how the heck this happens, the technique leverages nitrogen vacancy centers in diamonds, where nitrogen atoms replace carbon atoms next to vacant spots. These vacancies can be modified by lasers and store data through fluorescence. All clear? Early experiments in 2016 proved this concept, but the Chinese researchers have significantly improved the density and practicality. The team encoded a time-lapse of Edward Muybridge's galloping horses into a diamond using 3D stacking, with each frame occupying a space of less than the thickness of one human hair. By precisely controlling laser energy, they created multiple vacancies, scaling their approach even with diamonds just a few millimeters long. And diamonds are already being explored for quantum networking and semiconductor applications, and this breakthrough adds another layer of potential. While practical adoption is likely years away, this innovation paves the way for durable, ultra-dense data storage systems that could revolutionize fields like archiving, data centers, and even quantum computing. The rollout of AI PCs is facing hurdles as businesses are balking at premium price tags and struggling to find compelling use cases. Gartner's Ranjit Atwal says companies are delaying purchases despite an aging fleet of PCs and the looming end of Windows 10 support in October 2025. What's holding back adoption? AI PCs cost 5 to 15% more than traditional models and are being aggressively promoted by vendors, but businesses remain hesitant. According to Atwell, many companies are waiting for a clear AI platform that offers long-term value. Complications from Windows 11 upgrades and tight budgets are also dampening enthusiasm. Major players in the market have acknowledged the slow refresh cycle. Dell and HP both reported that enterprises are taking longer than expected to replace pandemic-era PCs. Lenovo adds that upgrades are being driven by factors like Windows 10 end of life, but the impact of AI PCs is still unclear. Research firm IDC forecasts that AI PCs will account for 50 million units in 2024, while Gartner predicts a lower amount of 43 million. Despite the numbers, customer adoption lags. In Q3 of 2024, AI PCs made up just 20% of global shipments, 13.3 million units sold into the channel rather than directly to end users. Vendors argue that AI PCs will soon be standard with features like neural processing units, NPUs, enabling advanced capabilities. However, Gartner's Atwell predicts pricing will need to drop for widespread adoption, saying, "Something will have to give in 2025, and I think it's AI pricing." With nearly 30% of the world's 1.5 billion PCs over 4 years old and unable to support Windows 11 or AI advancements, upgrades are inevitable. The question remains whether vendors can align pricing and utility to meet enterprise needs in time for the 2025 deadline. But Microsoft is certainly feeling the pressure once again. It started a major campaign in what's referred to as the channel, independent partners and organizations that act as resellers and service providers. Microsoft, like Dell and others, has an on-again, off-again romance with this group. They like the greater margins and customer lock-in that selling direct provides, But when push comes to shove, they often need the market penetration of these channel organizations. And with more than $13 billion invested in OpenAI, not to mention Microsoft's own Copilot development as well as additional data center investments, Microsoft is facing increased pressure from investors to recoup its investments and bring in new profits. So Microsoft is currently pursuing the channel big time. But the question remains, are businesses willing to take the leap and refresh their PC inventories at a 15 to 20% markup? Will CIOs be willing or able to make that pitch? Or will AI PCs be the next Windows 11? The next year could determine whether AI PCs become the industry standard or another missed opportunity. And that's our show for today. You can reach me at editorial@technewsday.ca. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a marvelous Monday.